Welcome back to our in-depth playthrough of Elden Ring, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD, and we're going to start today's episode off with a strange kind of pit stop that's a little bit over here. We're going to continue Stormveil again right afterwards, but there is one particular encounter that I completely forgot about. Slipped my mind, and then someone in the comments reminded me. So I wanted to try to clear everything I can with this entire section of Limgrave before we finish Stormveil. So I'm glad somebody reminded me of this so I could get it done.
Ah, hello. Glad to see you safe. Here to learn a battle art or two.
I just want to check and see if any of his stuff changed. Doesn't look like it, but I still don't think I want any of this stuff. Some of these couldn't hurt. I'm gonna buy this one. And probably this guy too. This one will be sort of useful for a couple encounters later. And I like Impaling Thrust too. I like that one, so. Alright.
Well, until we meet again.
So I'll buy a couple of his Ashes of War first. And then what we're going to do is we are going to camp out until nighttime. So no talk to Melina. I always tend to check for those. So let's wait till nightfall. And we're going to trigger a mini-boss event that happens, I think, a total of 5 times in this game. Come on. Where are you? He almost always shows up. He's supposed to come here at night. I wonder why he's not.
Hello. Here to learn. Well,
That's strange. I wonder why he's not here. Let's try again. Ah, here we go. You notice how that guy is gone now. So, that's what's supposed to happen. We're going to encounter the same exact boss multiple times in this game. And he's not going to be the same every time. He gets more difficult every time you fight him. But he usually pops up near those merchants. And when the merchant is gone, that's when you know he's going to spawn. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buff up. Let's put on some fire grease. Get our golden vow going. We're not taking any shit from this guy. He looks mega scary. So this guy, he's got these cool ass sword attacks where he can send his sword forward. Like, look at that. He's got a remote control sword. Ooh, that sucked. That was amateur as fuck. Oh! Shoo! This guy's tough, man. I do love this attack that he has, though. Like, I really hate that you can't get this ability. Oh, man, and that's right. He sends it behind you. Heal up. So this guy's pretty tough. I was, really kind of, like, trying to judge whether or not I should mess with this guy, because we're probably not ready for him, in all honesty. He hits really hard, and he's pretty tough. But, let's see what Firebomb does. Oh my god, that's so cool that he does that. Ooh. Alright, let me get my blue flask going. No, you're not going to steal any humanity from me. I know that attack when I see it. Oh, man. He ruined my bubble in one hit. Ooh. Damn, he hits hard. We should be able to beat him, though. Oh, unless I die on a tree. Oof, rolled too early. There will be none of that. Damn it, I keep rolling too early. Nope, nope. Damn, no backstabbing, I guess. Do this. Man, that's so cool. Shit, I'm out of healing items. Oh, shit. Try to get that hit on him. Oh, he's such a cool enemy type. Ooh, that sucked. Oh, damn, he got me. I have my shield up. That was kind of strange. Alright, we'll have to give him another shot. He's very, very tough. He's definitely not... He's not the easiest mini-boss. He's pretty tough. So we'll pick up our stuff. Wait till nighttime again. I'm gonna move my microphone a little bit. My mic is kind of blocking the way for me. No. There we go. Alright. I wonder if we can use... No, we can't use any Spirit Ashes against this guy. Let's do this. Can I make... Yeah, let's make one of these. And we'll equip that. We'll see if that'll do any additional damage to him. It might. I'm actually going to go back to my crossbow as well. Do I have anything other than fire grease? Let's do, like... Let's do this. Here we go. See, this guy does not bounce off your shield no matter what. He's, like, mega hard. Alright, let's experiment. Okay, that did pretty good. 122. Ooh! That was not good at all. You're a jerk, you know that? Okay, that did better, though. So he... Looks like fire is kind of the answer with this guy. Oh. So let's do this. Bubble up. No. Oh! That was close. Shoo! That shit is no joke, man. Oh my god. It's like, it will go forever. Oh, did I miss? How in the hell did he do that? Oh, I don't have any... I need to Refill my mana. Oh, damn it. I barely missed him. Shoot. Oh, this guy is bad news. Shit. No, don't roll early. Fuck. Alright. No, fuck. I feel like this guy has almost no openings, man. Damn it. Maybe we'll try this. Oh, that didn't do anything. 1, 2, 3. That. Then the hit. Fuck. Tried to get away in time. Did not work. Oh, shit. 2, 3. Damn. Alright, we almost got him down. Come on, I'm trying to roll here. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, and then the shield. Yeah, he basically is not open at all after pretty much all of his attacks. But we pretty much got him. 2, 3. And then that big ass hit. Fuck. Except I can't reach him. Okay. 2. 1, 2. And then it's gonna come back. Yeah. Jeez. And then... oh, fuck you. 1, 2. Oh, are you kidding me? Ugh. Shoot. Alright. That guy is worth so much more than 2,700 runes. Alright, and then he gives you the Bone Peddler's Bell Bearing, which that will give you the option to buy thin beast bones and hefty beast bones from the Bell Maiden at the Round Table Hold. Holy shit. Alright, so I essentially feel like that may have been kind of a waste of time because we really shouldn't have been fighting him. He's I would call that guy like Crucible Knight level. He's pretty tough. If you have like ranged magic or something, he's probably way easier. Same with Crucible Knight. But I don't know. I kind of just wanted to get him out of the way so I wouldn't forget about him. Like what I tend to prefer to do with all of the bell-bearing hunters on my other characters is I just wait because I don't need anything that you can get from their bell bearings. Like they don't drop bell bearings to give you access to anything, to stuff that's like hard to get, if that makes any sense. I completely butchered that. Didn't mean to articulate it that way. It sounded more confusing than it really is, but essentially what I'm trying to tell you guys is those bell bearing guys, I don't want to go there. Those bell bearing guys, they drop bells that will allow you to buy things that are not difficult to get in the first place. Like the one we just got, it's just going to allow us to buy bones that we could just farm off of animals. So, in the interest of not wasting time, sure, it can be valuable to be able to buy those things, but that one in particular, I honestly just wanted to kill him for the runes more than anything else, and just so that we will clear pretty much every single Limgrave event. Now we have that place basically 100%ed. But let's get back to the meat and potatoes of our playthrough, shall we? So, we got this grace back here, which is directly above the steps that were guarded by this banished knight down here, this halberd guy. So, if you're finding yourself wanting that halberd, he's super easy to farm. Just drop down and kick his ass. Or if you want the armor, for example. The armor, it looks great. The only problem is I don't like that it gives you metal duck feet when you wear it. It's a little bit strange. Kind of ruins the look of the set, to be honest. But I want you guys to be able to see. So let me put this on. So we got some more fire grease. Killer. And similar to what I did in my Dark Souls 3 walkthrough, or at least the 25% of it that I completed, which I still get shit for every day. That one's on me. I'll take responsibility for that. But I ended up farming the Lothric Knights off screen for their shield, because it's one of the best shields in that game as far as medium shields go, and they followed the same exact formula in this game. This guy doesn't have one, he just has the halberd, but we're going to fight another one real soon that does, in fact, have the shield. And the Banished Knight's shield is very, very good. It's like among the best of the medium shields. So watch out for the crossbow guy over there. Usually I prefer that this guy just try to attack so we can just do our guard counter, but this guy over here, there's a couple different ways you can get to him. You can jump up on this wheel right here and make it across pretty easy, but if you don't want to deal with that, you can just hug the wall and just jump. You know, either way is fine. That guy had kind of an interesting blood animation coming out of him. It was like bright pink. Kind of weird. Looked cool. Some more throwing items. I'm a fan of that. And here, I'll show it. You can just kind of do that, you know, if you want to. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go around here until we reach the opening. And we're going to be real sneaky on this part. It really pays to be sneaky on this part. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to hug this little stage right here, this little wooden platform. We're going to sneak up on this guy, and we're going to critical him because this guy has the horn. So if you don't take him out stealthily, he'll blow the horn, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5th guy over here in the corner that you can kind of barely see his legs from here. This place is really cool at night, by the way. Normally I clear this place during the daytime, I think, but with the Erd tree and everything, and there's moonlight and stuff, this place looks pretty damn cool in the dark. So now we can just take these guys out at our leisure. We're getting plenty of bolts. I'm happy about that. Mushrooms. The occasional mushroom is plenty nice. No kick for you, sir. I think not. And then next, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of jumping and scaling and platforming. So this part, there's an order to this stuff. What you can do is you can proceed straight out of the grace room that we were in and keep pushing forward towards these hawks that you see here on the barrels. That is technically the right way to go, I think. But what I'm going to do is something a little bit different. Normally, I would proceed in that direction, but I'm going to change it up a little bit, and I'm going to jump onto these platforms here. There are tons and tons of items here that are easy to miss, and it really pays to explore and try to cover as much of this as you can. We're going to run into an incredibly annoying enemy type that is, it's going to be our first time encountering this enemy. And trust me, whether you're playing this game along with me or not, you're going to hate this thing just as much as I do as soon as you see it and what it does. There it is. So let's take a look at this thing. This here is a different form of the Stormhawk. And the interesting thing about this enemy is it's very similar to one of the Crucible incantations. It's essentially, there's a fire-breathing Crucible incantation similar to the tail attack that we got from the Crucible Knight. There's 3 of those. And the third and final one that you get in the game is a fire-breathing attack that pretty much mimics exactly what this thing does. It gives you this big, like, ballooned out, like, frog throat type thing, and you breathe fire, and that's exactly what this thing does. This is basically a fire-breathing narwhal on wings, and they have more health than the Stormhawks, so if you have any kind of fire-resistant items, I think that's what I'm going to use right now, if I have any. I don't think I do, though. Yeah. Let me see what I can craft. Here we go. What do I need? Beast liver. Okay. I'm just going to make 1. I'm going to make a couple more of these. So, this might be a little bit overdramatic, but I'm prepping for this thing because these things suck. They can be super annoying. And I promise you, you really don't want to mess up against these guys. I'm thinking it might be worth trying to experiment. Well, no, I already prepped for fire battle, so... Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit him with an initial bolt. Get a little bit of health off of him, it's fine. Now we're going to drop down. Shield barricade. Oh, goodness. There he goes. Doing the fire shit. So, they're pretty hard to hit. And it takes more than 1 guard counter to kill them, too. So, thankfully, that one didn't cause us too much trouble. I mean, he did quite a bit of damage to us in a small amount of time, but, yeah. Those things suck. He's the only one that's right here. There's going to be 2 more of them a little bit further into the level, but he's the only one for now. And we got another emote, dozing cross-legged. So what I needed to do and should have done is dropped down in there from where we were, but I messed up. We're going to have to go back up and fix that. So the platforming in this place is relatively straightforward. There are some places where it's pretty easy to fall, but you should be okay because as long as you watch what you're doing, you don't have to worry about falling to your death. And there shouldn't be anything down where these rats are. Like, nothing. And you can drop down and get into that room from where this guy is, but there's a stone key required to get into that room, so you're not going to be able to access it. I mean, there's going to be our shield guy that we farm. So now what we're going to do is going up this pillar here is the way you want to go to get back around to where we were, but I just want to show something off real quick. You can get on this ledge, and you can kind of scale it all the way around the outside of the castle, which is pretty cool. It's not going to really do anything for us, like there's no item waiting at the end or anything like that, but scaling this castle wall really gives you an opportunity to see how neck deep in shit you are with this place. Like, you got all these guys that are manning these devices that shoot fire, and you have guys with the fire staffs that blow the horns and rat you out, and then way down over there, let's see, can't see proned, but can zoom in if I stand up. Here's a new enemy type that we have not encountered yet. You got this big guy here with this curved sword, and for some reason it's not showing, but there is in fact a big nasty dog next to him. However, the prize is back there, right behind him. You can't see it from here, but there's a room right there that leads to a grace. So that, I think, is going to be kind of our goal for this episode. We're going to try to get back to that grace behind that big guy with the sword. But I do want to spend some time scaling this castle wall just so I can show you guys exactly what's out here. We got another banished knight with a halberd. And then once you get to the end of this little railing that you can use to sneak around here, you can drop down and you can proceed to take on this beast from right here, where the banished knight is, if you want to. It's entirely up to you. But like I mentioned before, we are actually going to go the other direction first. Because one of my biggest concerns in this place is I do want to be helpful in showing you guys how to proceed through this place without getting completely destroyed, but I'm also really concerned about showing you guys how to find all the items that are super easy to miss. Because it took me multiple runs through here, and hours worth of, like, scratching my head going, what the hell? To really find all the items. So this part's kind of tricky. Got some guys up here. Their backs are turned to us initially, but there's a guy sitting over here as well. So what you want to do is you want to get up here, immediately crouch, and hope that that guy doesn't start shooting at you. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. Shit. I'll take this guy out first. We'll be sneaky, sneaky. There we go. So they're distracted. We use our iframes. Not bad. Alright, we're getting lots of butterflies and mushrooms. I'm a huge fan of that because they're going to support our supply of fire pots. Now, the only place left to go is up this ladder. I think there should be, a talisman, or like a bewitching branch or something up here. Lots of birds. There we go, this talisman. This is the one that I was mistaken for earlier. This is the one that increases your jump attacks. Great. Kind of want to swap to this because the amount of health and stuff that we get, the bonuses that we get from the talisman that we were using really aren't that great. Like, I don't think they're enough to waste a talisman slot when we could be increasing our damage with certain attacks and just being more effective in general. So, here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go back to the tower rampart. And I'm going to try to go down into that tower the correct way. So let's head up here. You know, honestly, we can take care of the crossbow guy first. No, I don't think so. No jujitsu for you today. Oh, come on. And we're going to handle this part the exact same way too. Once we get to the opening, sneaky, sneaky. This guy almost never comes in here. That was kind of rare. That's the guy that was standing around the corner right here. Should probably do this. I want you guys to be able to see. I can see perfectly fine without it, but I don't think you guys can. Wow, doing this place at night is an entirely different experience. Take advantage of our wider sweep when we two-hand that weapon. Okay. And here's what we want to do for this part. We're going to climb up on here. And be careful with the railing. And we're going to hug this side of the cliff. Let me go all the way around the outside just to make sure there's not an item hanging out. Okay, we're good. And now we're going to jump across. Carefully. And then down in here, there should be a stone sword key. Bingo. Oh, fuck this thing. This is seriously like one of the worst monsters in the game. I really hate these things so much. But, fuck. Man, listen. God, that's so annoying. Yes, that's it. That's it. Shield barricade. It's your best friend. Alright. And thankfully we don't have to do the rest of it. Now we can just go back to the Rampart Tower, and now we're going to proceed in the direction that I mentioned before, which is just straight out the door. So this is the normal way that you would go. And then we just got done looking at all of that. So this part. This part is kind of tricky. So what I recommend you do for this part is this is where your fire pots really shine. So don't necessarily aim at the birds with the fire pot, because that's not going to get the results that you want. What you want to do with these birds is, you know, shoot them with a crossbow if you can, because if you hit them, they no longer are dangerous. I mean, they're still dangerous. They're still going to fight you, but like, what in the fuck? Come on, do something I can guard counter. There we go. So what they do in this section is they throw these flaming barrels at you with their feet. It is the most evil thing that's ever been put into a FromSoft game, I think. But here's what you want to do with your fire pots in this scenario is instead of aiming for the birds, you don't even want to lock on. You got another one over here too, Jesus. But kind of like aim up, tilt your screen up. That's what you want to aim for, is you want to aim for the actual barrel, like hit the ground around them, and make the barrel that they're touching explode. So this guy, let's see if I can hit him with a crossbow. There we go. I think not. Okay. Wonderful. And then this is the way that you would normally proceed, but that's not the way that we're going to go. We are going to use another fire pot right here in the corner. Yeah. There's a bird waiting in the corner right there. Got a smithing stone tier 2. I'll never say no to that. And then we're going to go do this part, which is ridiculous. So this is the part that took me forever to figure out. So you jump on the ledge here, and we're going to carefully, and I mean carefully, drop down there. There's another item over there on the cliff we can see. So this route that I'm showing you right now, this is what's going to unlock the lift that I pointed out in the last episode where I said you're not going to figure it out, so don't worry about it. This is where we're going to figure it out. So again, super, super careful. Just hug the wall and just patiently drop down. Got the marred wooden shield, so that's the second shield that we've picked up in this area. Let's take a look at these, actually. This is the first one. We picked up the marred leather shield. Leather shield of Stormveil soldiers. Much like the castle, it is marred by mottling and thorns. Some say it is the curse of grafting which causes such affliction, while others talk of its roots being something altogether more sinister, hidden deep within the castle. And we're gonna experience firsthand what it's talking about as well. And then we got this one too. This one looks to be slightly better. They have the same stat requirements, but this one's a little bit heavier, and it's got better physical block and stability. This is the one that's used by the ones with the spears. And it's got the same description. Okay, and then there's that item way over there. We'll figure out how to get that one a little bit later on. So for now, we're just going to watch our footing and keep dropping down. And I tend to check all of these platforms on the way down too, because you never know. Okay, so this part, I believe, it drops, I think. Yeah, okay. So we're going to drop, and it's going to break. Yep. It's okay. We're not going to die or anything. But we do want to get this guy. There we go. Storm Assault. And then look, a familiar face. We've got another Crucible Knight. So what I recommend you do for this guy, as I clear the area, look for any items, not be hiding in the bushes or something. What I recommend you do with this guy is just kind of wait for him to hit his post. He's going to go stand in the corner over there, and he is guarding an item. But just wait for him to do his thing, and then we're just going to sneak past him, and we're going to go get the lift. Because there's two reasons why you want to ignore him and just press on. The first reason is because he's probably going to kick your ass. Like, he's every bit as tough as the first one you fought. He's got the same attacks. He hits just as hard. He just doesn't have a big fancy health bar this time. He's just considered like a mini-boss this time. The other reason you want to run past him is because you don't want to keep jumping down here, right? You don't want to keep going through those series of jumps just to keep attempting to fight this guy over and over again and losing, just in case you can't beat him on your first try. It's more worthwhile to just run past him and go get the lift, because then you can get down here the easy way as many times as you want. But I'm just kind of looking on the terrain real quick to make sure that we're not missing any items or anything. It looks like we've got a lily. More sleepy time. Yep, there's the item that he's guarding too. Alright, so let's go activate the lift. And then we're going to come back down here, and we're going to kick his ass. And then we're going to take the item. It's going to take us all the way up. There is going to be a banished knight up here, though, so... well, I guess not. Great. So, let's do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to rest at the grace, because it's going to make those stupid birds come back. Instead, we're going to go back down here. We're going to handle this guy. And then we're going to come back up. Alright. I'm ready for round 2, Mr. Crucible Knight. You big jerk. So I don't think you can sneak up on this guy. Pretty sure he's going to turn around. I want to experiment. If he doesn't hear me, I would like to see if we can poison him. Just to try. Now, how do these guys not detect this stuff? How do they not, like... I mean, does it not stink? You know, it doesn't burn their eyes. They don't see it. Wow. It worked. That's pretty cool. Now we're going to experiment with darkness. He has no idea I'm here. That's amazing. Oh, fuck. It's not amazing anymore. Alright. Screw you, man. It's time to fight. Yeah, your stomp, which, funny enough, can be jumped over. Yeah, grr. But for some reason, I just kind of prefer to do that with it. That's it. Bam. You're not going to finish it? Okay. Oh. That's funny. Got into 50% without touching him because of the poison cloud. That's funny. I'm watching for these tail attacks. This is a terrible place to fight him, by the way. 1, 2. Okay, that's fine. I'll beat you exactly like I did the first time. We'll bubble up because of that. Jeez, old Pete. Oh, thanks for breaking the tree. It was getting in the way anyway. Yes, there's the tail. 1, 2. Stab. Okay. Huh! I know you did not like it when I experimented with the crossbow last time. He did not like that at all. That was funny. 1, 2. Bam. Okay. One, 2. Get that punish after the tail. Okay. Not gonna finish the combo, that's fine. Oh, come on. Well, at least I had the bubble. 1, 2. There's the tail. Fuck. I was blocking. I really should have rolled that. No, fuck. That was close. Gotcha. And then you get our second aspects of the Crucible ability, which is Horns. It's a really brutal shoulder ram, which it can do great damage. Nice. Tier 2 Somber Smithing Stone. And it has some drawbacks, and I've tried to play with all 3 of these aspects of the Crucible abilities. I've tried really, really hard to try to implement all of them into PvE, and it's kind of tough, man. The fire-breathing one is probably the best, but that tail attack that he uses, it was the first one that we unlocked, it's not very good. I've really, really tried to make it viable in PvE. Like, I've tried finding different scenarios where it would theoretically be super effective, but it just ends up falling short. And I'm not sure if that's because I'm, like, shitty scaling or whatever. My stats aren't good. I don't know if maybe it needs more than faith. Maybe it needs arcane or something. I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of, like, underlying cause as to why I can't get it to be effective. But I'm not sure. It's still up in the air for me. Okay. We got this in the corner. That is that bird. Wow. Interesting spot to be dead. Alright. Now we're going to press on in the correct direction, which is going to be to scale this rooftop over here. Then we're going to drop down and we're going to talk to Rogier. Interesting NPC. Yeah, we're going to want to try to get over there pretty soon. Okay. So it really doesn't matter where you drop down. I'm going to check the roof over here. There should be a little ladder that will take you down to fight these guys. But we're not going to do that. Okay, no items or anything. That's fine. So the reason you would want to drop down here is just for this item. You want to pick up some more kukri. And then there's a broken window here. We'll get in like this, and here he is.
Ah, nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. Rogier is the name. A sorcerer, as you might have guessed. I'm looking for a little something here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me. What are you doing here in Stormveil Castle? This place is bristling with tarnished hunters, you know. They sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into without a purpose in mind.
So, if you tell him that you can't tell him, that's fine. I mean, I've never actually tilted the camera down to see what he looks like. But what will get him to go back to the round table hold and become a vendor for spells, or weapon art spells at least, is you tell him you're here to defeat
I
Godrick.
see. Here to challenge Godrick and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you? You can see it then, I take it. The guidance of grace. Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm tarnished, like you. But unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair of this guidance for the longest time. Still, I won't forget how it felt when I first came here, to the lands between. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? As a fellow tarnished, once guided by grace, I'd love to help you out, if it please.
Alright, so this is our first, like, super friendly tarnish that's like, hey, we should work together. Let's be friends. So, these are Ashes of War. They're not spells. But the thing about these Ashes of War is they are intelligence-based, so they are Ash of War spells. This one is really cool, the Glintstone Pebble. What it'll do is it will allow you to shoot a very minor magic beam from your weapon, which just does pure magic damage, and it allows you to chain it into a thrust, though. It's very good in PvP, but not exactly the best thing in PvE. And the Carrying Greatsword, on the other hand, is phenomenal in PvE. Like, this is an excellent skill to have on your weapons if you're a battle mage type. And then Spinning Weapon, oddly enough, this has wonderful applications outside of what it's meant for. This is meant for, like, staffs and stuff like that. It's meant for something to give you a nice burst of really fast damage if you're an intelligence build. But whether you're using magic or not, if you put this on a big polearm, you can essentially turn into a human blender and just walk through your enemies. It's very cool. I'm not going to buy any of these because I don't desire to have any of them, and I'd rather use my runes to level up.
Oh, keen to learn.
Okay, so once you beat Godrick the Grafted, Rogier will leave this place, and he will go back to the Round Table Hold. But you'll notice that he's the NPC that we could have summoned against Margit, had we have chosen, but I did not. And he can be moderately effective in that fight. He's by no means on the same level as the guy that we summoned for the two demi-human pack leaders. He's not on the same level as that guy, but he can be pretty effective. So let's do this. I'm going to put the bow back on, and let's play around with the sleep arrows again. So this Banished Knight, the first one we shot, this isn't going very well. Whoa! So that guy, wow, I did not know that he could go around corners. That's interesting. That's almost always worked for me in the past is when I see that storm attack that he's using, I almost always I'm out of fire pots. I almost always go around the corner and it will save my ass traditionally. It did not that time. That was quite entertaining. Okay. So we noticed that it took 3 arrows to put that guy down. Not really worth it. Well, come on then. Okay, we'll take care of this guy, Peyton Manning style. Well, I didn't mean to hit him, but instead of wasting our fire bolts, let's put these guys back on since we've been picking some bolts up. Oh, yeah. Die. Oh, shit. Come here. 100% thought that shooting that guy point blank in the face would have been a little bit more effective than that. But I guess not. Okay. So maybe it's not the smartest to try to experiment on gruesomely powerful foes. Now I guess what we should do is we should focus on trying to smash these guys the smart way. So the efficient way to do this is to wait for them both to turn around. Take care of this guy. Barricade shield. So that's the shield that I'm going to farm off this guy. Now you see how well that went when you're not fucking around and you're actually trying to beat these guys? If you have a plan in mind and a formula to beat these enemies, they're not that bad. You can get through this place. Thank you for the helmet, which I'll never wear. It's altered because it doesn't have the crazy hair coming down the back. If you unalter it at your bonfire, then you can get the crazy hair that goes down the back. So this part I want to point out to you. This is the drop that I was talking about. We were up there, scaling around the edge of this tower. There's that fucking thing that I hate, that I was pestered by twice in a row. And this is where those rats are. So this is what I had mentioned to you before, is if you drop down and fight the rats and then you drop down and beat this guy, it's pointless to get onto that ledge, because not only is there no way down, there's no way to get back up either. And you can't get in through there because you have to come in from the other side, and you need to use a stone sword key to open that room. And we're going to, because there's going to be an important weapon to us in that room. And this ladder will simply take you back up to the roof above where Rogier is, in the cathedral. Still don't like this guy. Still want to kill him. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. No. Try again. I bet that's a butterfly, so don't care that it's falling. Alright. Sneaky, sneaky. Should probably do this, because I want you guys to be able to see. Take our rune item. I love progressing through this level, man. I love Stormveil. It's great. So this guy, got a big guy. Still goes down in 2 hits, but the axe guys suck. The problem with the axe guys is not necessarily that they have higher defense and more health than the smaller guys. It's that their damage is significantly higher. That's what's really unfortunate about them, and that's why you need to kill them immediately. So, for this part, I don't think I can break the ledge. It does not look like it. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Nice. No, sir. There we go. So taking care of that guy is going to be helpful because once we get over to get that chest and that item, we're not going to have to worry about trying to fight somebody directly above this asshole. So this is Grafted Scion number 4 that we've encountered in this playthrough, and you're correct. He's just as bad as the other two. He's a little bit stronger, slightly more beefed up than the one in the tutorial, and he will cause you a lot of trouble if you're not careful. Got another banished knight in there. Don't want him to see me, so I'm going to crouch. This is something that I was looking forward to trying to point out in this part of the playthrough. So this is a giant, or a troll. A stone digger troll, as they're called in this playthrough. And it looks like his insides have turned into death root. It looks like he's suffering from death blight. And he's hanging upside down. He's missing a leg and an arm on the same side of his body. And you got these dogs down here. One is clearly bigger than the other. And yes, he has more health and is more dangerous than the smaller dog. But this purple item on top of the corpse here is going to be the red hood that the girl that talks about the spider and being grafted. What's her name? Roderica, I think is her name. We just got her to the round table hold, and it's going to be her hood that we pick up, the red one. I'll probably end up wearing it on this character because it gives you more vigor. But I'm pretty sure these corpses here are the little ones that she was talking about. The little ones, she calls it for short. I'm thinking that that's what those are. What she was referring to say, tell them I love them. And we're going to take a closer look at them when we get down there. But I think that's why her hood is there. Because she probably went into Stormveil, got about this far, maybe died or something, and spawned back at the round table hold, if the same rules apply to the NPCs that apply to us. And I think she left her hood there because she realized that that's the little ones that she was telling us to deliver the message for, and found out that there's just piles of them dead. Just a little lore point. So before we take this guy down, only because I know we can get back up, I'll go grab this item first. And tell this guy to eat shit with our flail. Gold pickled foul foot. All right. Sneaky, sneaky. We can get another peek at this guy. Would you look at that? Nice little ladder. Super easy to miss. We'll see what's waiting for us up here. Yep, there's that stupid ass thing. Okay, and then from here, this is the other side of the giant, where we can drop down. Hello? Okay, and the appeal of getting over here is you can open this door. Now, had we tried to open it from that side, it would have said, does not open from this side. And having this talisman on, this curved sword talisman, is making it to where we can basically kill these guys in one guard counter now, which is pretty awesome. So now we can grab this, another stone sword key, without having to worry about the guy shooting us with the crossbow, because we already killed him, and we got 3 pickled turtle neck meat. So let's talk about this as well. Let me get a better look here. So you have these arms hanging from hooks in this room, and these are tarnished arms because these tarnished hunters, which I believe one of the tarnished hunters is the Grafted Scion. I think that's what he is. That's his role. He's a hunter of tarnished. And these arms and stuff are hanging from the room because this is where they graft the tarnished. And Let me get a good look at this painting here. That is Horalu. He was in the opening cutscene as one of the legendary Tarnished, but in that picture, the way he's depicted is he is Godfrey in that picture. And then I brought this up before. Oh, I don't have it anymore. I sold the shield, but that lion that he has with him in that picture, that is a living creature that's on him, like a lion spirit type thing. That creature on him is named on the Gold Beast crest shield, which is used by the Grafted Scion, that very shield that he has in his hand. Very cool stuff. So now I'll go back through here, and then this should spit us out right near where that banished knight is. Bingo. So the way we're going to handle this guy, we're going to buff up, wait for him to turn around, and you can sprint while you're crouched. So we're going to close the distance. Barricade shield. I think not. Oh my god, he thinks so. Ah. What? Oh. Okay. I'm not really sure what happened there. For some reason, my lock-on, like, just broke on its own. Like that. You guys probably don't need me to explain to you that I would never openly turn my back to a banished knight with no health. Like, I don't have a fucking explanation for that one. Whatever. Alright. Let's deal with this part the way we normally would. Very weird. Shield was up, but alright. Ay, ay, ay. Do something I can guard counter. Thank you. That's so annoying. That's like my least favorite part of dealing with these birds is they have like strange attacks that do not care that you have a shield. Like they don't give a shit. They're just like they swing at you from an angle that completely ignores your guard, and it can be very annoying. Okay, so let's make our way back down here, pick up our runes. Man, that was kind of annoying. I don't really know what happened back there. I'm trying to figure out what canceled my lock-on out. I'm trying to figure out why he decided to just stop locking on for no reason. That was kind of irritating. I'll wait for these guys, and we will deal with them the smart way. Hi. Well, guess we don't need our guard. We don't need our barricade shield yet. Alright. No, you know what I want you to do. Easy peasy. All right. I feel like it all just kind of started to go downhill as soon as he hit me with that attack. Like when he jumped in the air and started using the storm attack. I feel like once I failed to dodge that properly, that was just it. My fate was sealed. And then right here, the door wouldn't have opened unless we dropped down. got to the other side there. No, it was that door over there, I think. Yeah, yeah. Alright. Let's do our thing. I want every possible advantage against this guy. Oh, barely didn't get that off in time. That would have been super perfect against him. There we go. I'll take a trade. That doesn't matter to me. Let me get this chest. The Mimic's Veil. So this item is reusable. Stays in your inventory forever. You can use it as many times as you want. It costs FP, but you turn into nearby objects. It's different every time. Hi there. There we go. Hi there. Urgh. Man. If only this guard counter came out just like a little bit faster. More exalted flesh. Wonderful. We're going to clear these guys out because they need gone. Need room to fight the Grafted Scion. Let's break some tables and shit. Seems big enough to me. Yeah, come over here. That was me. I did that. Let's bubble up. Yeah. That's it. Oh, he's got the glowing eyes. Looks like he's going to give us additional runes for beating him. Nope. No thank you. There we go. Use that against him. Well, shit. I don't want to be in this spot. Whoa. No more lock-on mishaps. I'll have a maximum of 1 per day, please. Man, I beat you 3 times now. Come on. You really think it's going to be any different? Oh. So you're going to do the stab or the spin? Now, you do need to watch out for the crossbow guy up there. We did die, so he came back, unfortunately, but we'll be alright. Ooh, come on. Yeah! Come on, let's end this. Let's finish this. What are you gonna do? Fucking nothing. That's what. We got 5,800 runes off that guy. Hell yeah. We'll get the Highland Axe. I love that weapon. And there's the Godrick painting up close. Okay, let's run back up here for a second. I think yep, there they are. I forgot my runes. I don't want to forget that. That's a whole ass level. 14,000. Alright. Man, get a better look at this place. Jeez. Arms hanging from the ceiling. Grafting in the process of happening. So let's do this. Since this is just a very small area. Yeah, come here. Come here. Woo! Die. Oh. That was kind of a doozy. Normally the other one will not pull at the same time. Okay, the Chrysalid's Memento. Oh, that's not the red hood. Okay. Normally the red hood is there, but let's look at the item we got. The Chrysalid's Memento. Brooch wrapped in red velvet. Memento left by the Chrysalids sacrificed by grafting. A brooch wrapped in red velvet. Traces of blood are visible. Faintly visible spirits try to convey something, but their voices cannot be heard. So this we will bring back to the girl. And I think maybe after you beat Godfrey, maybe that's probably what happens. So let's go ahead and grab this guy first, because this is going to be our first shortcut back to the Grace up top. Bingo. Alright. So there we have it. Alright, so that was kind of a rough one. I feel like I spent more of this episode getting my ass kicked than anything else, but then again, I suppose I'm meeting expectations by performing this way, because I did try to clear it up with you guys as much as I could, that this place in general, just clearing it is more difficult than fighting Margit. There's all kinds of stuff here that's just designed to give you a hard time, and as much as I'm trying to show you guys the best ways to deal with it, I understand that I myself am not necessarily a professional at dealing with some of this stuff, and I'm always learning more ways to do stuff. And I also like how in the comments you guys are telling me all kinds of ways that you also deal with these enemies and situations, and I pick up on a lot of great stuff from you guys, so definitely keep that up. But I've been your faithful host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD. I hope you guys will continue to join me in Stormveil in the next episode, and I will see you there.